Hello, everybody, and what we're going to talk about today is the first step to astral travel. That's what we're going to talk about. And the first step is literally closing your eyes. Did you know, as being a star, that you already are connected to the cosmos? That black that you see behind your eyes is not just, oh, that's the inside of my eyelids. No, it is the connection to the dark sky. That is the connection of what it is. And when you appear to so-called go into mode of falling asleep, that's where you go. You go to the sky first, and then you descend down to whatever placing you may see when you use the terminology of dreams. That is what you're doing. And it's a couple of modes that you may experience when you first close your eyes. Your eyes is full of light. Your eyes is full of the things that reside in the cosmos and all the properties. So when you close your eyes, what you'll notice if you're in a quiet space, that you start to hear different thoughts. But in the first video that I made in this type of collection, I specified what the hearing was. And the hearing is all over the galaxy, all over the cosmos, all over the planetary body that you reside. That's what you're hearing from touchable, tangible people. And sometimes they line up with the things and situations of what you're going through, even down to some of the same feelings and thoughts. Now, not all of them are your feelings. So you don't have to connect and say, hey, well, this is me, because sometimes it's not you. It may be someone else. And 9 times out of 10, when it comes to negative feelings and you're doing all that you can to break away from that, then it is not you. It is something else that's attached to you in a very touchable and tangible location. So when you close your eyes, you're entering the cosmos automatically. And then when you blink your eyes throughout the day, what you're actually doing is hyperspeeding. I bet you didn't know that you do that, but you do. You hyperspeed. And a lot of this information has been blocked away from you as a star. It has. You are from the cosmos. So when you close your eyes, you are back in the cosmos and you're getting ready to travel. Your body and your light is transferring to a touchable, tangible location. It is transferring. It transfers throughout your whole entire life. It has been preparing itself to leave. It's not just a titling of death. You're preparing to die. No, you're preparing to actual travel. A star doesn't die. A star travels. You are preparing to travel. Not for your existence to end, but your existence to continue on, and not on planes where you will struggle or be sad or be depressed. That's not what's happening. So when you close your eyes, you're actually entering the cosmos. You don't have to see the blues and hues and the colors and the swirls. You're seeing the pure black. That's what you're seeing. And you're actually hearing things from around the cosmos. You're preparing and you're literally finna go into something that's real. Not something that's fake. That's what you have been taught. And once upon a time, I was taught that too. So as you lay there, you're hearing different things from around the cosmos. And one of those things you are about, or let's say one of those places you are about to travel to. I don't care what you see. You are about to go to that touchable, tangible location. And it is a location. And what is actually happening when you actually get to that location, you have somewhat of a shroud around you. That's what you do, a film around you to give you this feeling of it's dreamlike, when in fact, if you push enough life force and enough light force, so light and life, Life force behind it, you'll find that that spacing is just as real as what you call your everyday life. It just has, let's say, in that spacing that you was calling a dream, it didn't have that much life force to those areas. That's why a lot of the spaces you don't return to the same place, because it's not a lot of life force there. But you're making deposits all over the galaxy, all over the cosmos, all over the world, the different places that you will reside whenever you travel to your next final destination in this part of your eternity. So, those voices, if you learn to listen to them, especially the ones that are pleasurable, especially the ones that don't bring you anxiety, if you hone in on one of those, you'll be able to travel to that location. And it might seem at first that you're not in that location that you were just so-called, I'm doing quotation marks, as thinking about. It might appear like that, but I'll say it like this: where you landed was around the corner and not directly on that street or that avenue or that actual highway. You didn't land exactly on that spot, but guess what? If you pushed enough of your awareness through, enough of your light force and your life force through, you'll be able to see it the exact way that you see your everyday life. That is the only difference. Everything is one landmass. And I want you guys to remember that it's not some far away dimension that you travel to because you hyperspeed. And you hyperspeed so fast to certain locations that you don't even notice. And it's so fast that you start to believe that you're not doing it, when in fact you do it every day. You're a traveler. A traveler does not stop traveling. Never. It's a never. You will never stop traveling. But in this planetary body, we're taught that we do, and we slow down. And the sun that we see is our example to it being stagnant and it doesn't move, when in fact that's a lie. Stars move, but they got us and using the actual planet as an example of going slow, and our sun as an example of not moving at all, and planets move around it, when in fact we have seen stars that shoot past, they move, they don't just stay, they just don't. So don't ever believe that. I don't care where you read it, stars move, and you are light, you are a star, and you move. You're not supposed to be stagnant, and you're not. It's just covered up in all the other organisms of what is this planetary body, but you definitely move. And so, if you're at the stage of you close your eyes and you hear those actual sounds and voices, hone in on one of them and drown the rest of them out. And that is the location that you will travel to, guaranteed. But like I said, you might land on a different block. So what you'll do next is push your awareness through. Your awareness is your life force. Your awareness is your actual light force. That's what it is. And what I'll do is on the next audio, I said audio, right? Because I said before I make personal audios too. But on the next video, I'll tell you guys exactly how to do that. How to do it. But first, concentrate on your mental space of what place you would like to visit, and know and remember in your mental that they are touchable and tangible places. There is no distance that a star cannot go. You're ancient. You travel. You are a traveler. And so that's where I'll leave this actual video at. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not. Share this. It only takes a second to share it. So I ask that you guys share it. Know that I am not supported by YouTube for as financially or anything else. So all donations is appreciated. And sometimes throughout my life, it's even needed. So I'm keeping it real on that effect. My Cash App is LaSonia L. And remember, I have all sorts of services, occult services, spiritual services, as far as readings, rituals, spell works at LaSoniaOccultist.com. I look forward to hearing from you guys as far as those comments. See you in the next one.